Hi listeners, you are welcome to Osita Mathematics lesson. Before I start with the topic for the day, I will encourage each and every one of you watching or listening to this video or the audio version to like, subscribe or follow me on any of the social media platform that is displayed on the screen. Today's topic is solving simple equations. Solving simple equations. This is just like a sequel to my last video, which was Introduction to Simple Equations. In my last video, I talked about the definition of simple equation and how to identify simple linear equations. So if you have issues with that, please go back and play the video again. But today we want to learn how to solve simple equations. How do we solve simple equations? What does it mean to solve an equation? To solve an equation with an unknown, let's say x, means to find the real number value. That means to find a number that makes the left hand side equals to the right hand side. Remember, I talked about an equation and I say an equation has a left hand side and the right hand side. So in this case, to solve an equation, you have to look for a value that when you replace the unknown with that number, you are going to get the right hand side and the left hand side equal, making it balanced. To solve an equation, let's say 3x plus 5 equals to 6, we look for a way to make x, which is the unknown, to be alone on either the right hand side or the left hand side. However, it is recommended that you make that x or the unknown given in the equation to be on the left hand side. If you put the unknown on the right hand side, the answer is still correct. But by convention, it is advisable you make x to be on the left hand side so that after everything you are going to get x equals to a certain number. We look at examples. The first example is c plus 5 equals to 11, and the second example is 2n minus 3 equals to 6. For the first example, we say c plus 5 equals to 11. You have to identify the numbers preventing c, which is the unknown, from being alone. And the number here is plus 5. Now, plus 5 is a number in which the only number that can make plus 5 to disappear or to make it 0 is minus 5. Therefore, you subtract 5 from both sides, meaning you have c plus 5 minus 5 is equals to 11 minus 5. At the end, 5 minus 5 becomes 0 and 11 minus 5 becomes 6. The second way to do it, which is still what we are talking about in the first method, is to make plus 5 cross over. This is just a method that was devised from the first method, which is very faster. If you have c plus 5, if plus 5 crosses the equality sign, it changes to minus 5. If you have plus 2, if it crosses, it becomes minus 2. If you have minus 11, if it crosses, it becomes plus 11. So any number that crosses the equality sign definitely the sign attached to it, either minus or plus, interchanges. So if you're having minus, if it crosses, it becomes plus. If you're having plus, if it crosses, it becomes minus. Therefore, if you crosses, you see that plus 5 will leave the left hand side and go to the right hand side as minus, leaving C alone, and 11 minus 5 is equals to 6. Therefore, C is equals to 6. Let's look at the second one, which is just a little bit advanced from the first one. The second one, of course, minus 3 is part of the numbers or terms that are preventing n from being alone. Also, 2 is also part of the numbers. In this case, we'll start by eliminating minus 3 from the left hand side. And the only way to do it, which has been explained in the previous example, is to make minus 3 disappear by making it cross the equality sign, and once it crosses the equality sign, it changes to plus 3, as we have seen here. Crosses change to plus 3. So at the end, we are going to have 2n is equals to 9, because 6 plus 3 is 9. Now we go to the coefficient of n, which is part of the problem of n in this equation. 2 is the coefficient. And the only way to relieve that n from 2 is to divide both sides by the coefficient of the unknown. And the coefficient here is 2. If you divide both sides by 2, you are going to have 2n over 2 is equals to 9 over 2. And 9 over 2 is equals to 4.5, or 4 whole number 1 over 2. I believe with these two examples, if you see equations of this form, you won't have issues solving it. Now we go to our exercise for the day. We have 4 exercises. You can try it, and if you have issues in solving any of these exercises, why not? You can send it as a message, maybe either through my WhatsApp or the Facebook, or you can comment on this video. Thank you very much for listening and also for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and follow my page. Thank you very much. Bye.